The misconception most people have is they think food truck branding is about a logo. And that misunderstanding alone is why most food trucks struggle before they even make money. So listen, if you're starting a food truck, planning one for 2026, or you're already operating one and it feels like something is kind of off, this video right here is going to clear everything up for you. Today, I'm breaking down food truck branding for beginners. Why it matters? Good question. Let's start with branding and why it matters. Branding is how people recognize, remember, and trust your food truck. Customers walk up, they're making decisions fast. Is this place clean? Is it legit? Does this feel professional? And most importantly, is this worth my money? They decide this before they even taste your food. And as long as you got good branding, that instantly answers all of these questions. If you got bad branding, that creates hesitation. And you know what hesitation does? It kills your sales. When you have good branding, it tells your customers who you are, what kind of food that you serve, and what type of experience they should expect. You have to remember, branding isn't decoration, it's communication. Now let's talk about the mistakes, because these are everywhere. Mistake number one, thinking that a logo equals a brand. A logo is just one piece of your brand identity. It is not the whole system. Let's be clear on that. Mistake number two, no consistency. If you have different fonts on your menu, then you got different colors on your social media, and to top it all off, you got a different style on your truck, none of these things connect and everything just feels very random. Moving along to mistake number three. If you hire a designer or you're a DIY person and you're designing without the customer in mind. I see food truck owners design for themselves and not for their customers. If your customer can't read your menu from at least 6 feet away, that's a problem. Mistake number four, DIY without a plan. Now, let's be clear, DIY isn't bad, but DIY blind is. When there's no structure, you end up rebuilding everything, which in the long term, it ends up costing you money. Now, this one here is one of the biggest mistakes, and that's starting with visuals and not strategy. People tend to jump straight to the logo before they know who it is that they're serving or how they want to be perceived. Now, let me give you some real world context. Just sit back and think about the food trucks that you remember. They usually have a number of things that pique your interest or make you remember them. They have a clear name, a recognizable look, a menu that is easy to understand, and a vibe that matches their food. The last thing you do is remember them because they had a fancy logo. You tend to remember them because everything was intentional. Now, let's move to the opposite end of the spectrum. Think about the trucks that you don't remember. Think about the trucks that you just walked past. Usually the menu was confusing. The visuals were just cluttered and all over the place, or nothing stood out to you. Now that's what you consider branding doing its job, or it's just failing at it. Branding is not about being flashy. It's about being clear. If you're a beginner, here's some things that you should prioritize. First, clarity. Who is this food for? What problems are you solving? And what makes your food truck different? Second, get a simple visual system. 1 or 2 fonts is all you really need. Keep a small color palette. I tend to tell people when I'm designing for them or I'm creating their visual branding or identities, 3 colors max. Keep consistency across your menu, your truck, and social media. Third, and this one is really important, your menu design. This is where your money is made or it's lost. Keep clear hierarchy. Make sure it's easy to read and it does not have any clutter. You don't have to put everything on your menu. And fourth, which is the part that everyone likes to dive into first, then you can focus on your logo. Your logo should support your system and everything that you're doing. It should not try to carry everything. If you get this order right, everything becomes easier. Now, if you're serious about building a food truck that lasts, branding isn't optional. If this video helped you, help me by subscribing. I break down food truck branding, design, and strategy so that you don't have to learn this the hard way. If you're building it right now, drop a comment and tell me what stage you're in. I read them all.